Hi, I'm Syeda Jafri for RUSD Bridge, and in our studios we have a very special guest from Rialto Middle School, home of the Tigers. Our award-winning state-recognized principal is here, Principal Robin McMillon, and with Mrs. McMillon is our student, Omar Abdelhadi. He is 13 years old and on his way to Rialto High School?
Yes.
Well, thank you for being on the show.
Thank you for having me here.
You're welcome. And thank you, Principal McMillon, for being on the show as well.
Thank you very much.
I know you're running all over the place with this pandemic and distance learning, so we'll
Yes.
get into it. I want to first ask you, Omar, you miss school?
Yes, very much.
Yeah? How's distance learning going for you?
It's good. It's just like kind of boring how we can't like interact with our teachers, like talk to our friends if we need help. But we still get as much help as we can with distance learning with like online hours.
Oh, good. Okay. But I mean, you obviously miss student life.
Yes.
What do you miss about Rialto Middle School campus? I'm going to put you on the spot here with your principal sitting right next to you.
I miss like hanging out with my friends and all the activities we get to do. During lunch, sometimes we would like have school activities put on by ASB. And it would be fun. I would play with my friends. And then we would like hang out during lunch, or during class we'd do our work. And if we need help, we would ask each other. But yeah.
You can't do that now.
No.
Want to give a shout out to your friends? Say hello to, do you remember them? It hasn't
Yeah.
been that long, right? It's been 3 months.
Yeah. Hello Marcos, hello Ruby, and hello Juan and Tyler.
Okay, and if there's any more, you're in trouble because you didn't say their name. It wasn't on me. Thank you for being here. Principal McMillon, how is distance learning going? And of course, when we started this April 13th at the Rialto Unified School District with distance learning and teachers and students and the whole virtual classroom, behind the scenes there were a lot of principals who were challenged. So can you talk to me a little bit about some of your challenges as a principal for the middle school?
Well, I will say that I am so fortunate to have a phenomenal staff. You would think that when we started distance learning, people would be upset and I can't do this. The level of collaboration that is increased on our campus is phenomenal. I have teachers making videos, I have teachers sharing resources, and they are willing to work together for everything our students need. So I am so just pleased by the level of collaboration that is increased on our campus due to distance learning. Now I must admit, I do miss every day standing out in the parking lot waving at parents as they drive by, or just the interaction when you see your students during passing period. And Omar can attest that every passing period we're out there talking to our students, making sure they're making it to class on time. So I miss that interaction with our students, making sure they're okay, making sure that their needs are met when they're on campus. So I definitely miss that.
Now, I want to ask you a little bit about your personal history with the Rialto Unified School District. You didn't come to the Rialto Unified School District as a principal. It was a gradual step. You're
Yes.
earning your stripes. Can
Yes.
you talk a little bit about your history with the RUSD?
So I was fortunate. I came to the Rialto Unified School District in 2004. Started off as a teacher at Frisbee Middle School.
Woo-hoo,
I loved
Falcons!
it, yes. I taught history there, and I was there for about 3 years, and then I transitioned over to Carter High School as an ASB advisor, and then moved into the assistant principal spot. And I was fortunate. I was there for 5 years. All those huge momentous things that you have to do, WASC accreditation, master schedule, I had those opportunities. And eventually I moved over to the elementary school as a principal for Preston Elementary School, and it was just a great time for my family. My oldest was going to high school, and I had that time, and so I just a fortunate time in Rialto. And over the last 2 years, I've been at Rialto Middle School, and I love it to death.
Wow, so you've been a
Yes.
falcon, a panther,
Yes,
a
yes.
lion,
And now
and
a
you have
tiger.
landed as a
Yes,
tiger.
tiger now. Yes, so super excited.
Omar, what are your classes? I know it hasn't been that long. I know you feel like, oh my gosh, 2 whole months. But do you remember your classes from first period on?
Yes. So for my first period, I had PE with my teacher, with Miss Manick.
Miss Manick?
Yes.
Okay.
And we would, for PE, we would do stretches. Then we would do like the main workouts, like push-ups, sit-ups. After that, we would either run, or we would do activities.
Now, Mrs. McMillon told me you're in the running club?
Yes.
What is that?
So after school, it would usually be, I think, Mondays and Wednesdays. It's been a while. We would go after school and run around. We would run from our school up to Etowanda. We would go to the end of the street and then back.
Etowanda Avenue, right? Not the city of Etowanda, right?
Yeah,
okay.
Etowanda.
We don't want to scare anyone. Okay, that's a lot already. Okay.
And then we would run back to our school, and it was like a total of probably 3 miles, I think. And we would sometimes we would do it twice or just once.
Okay. And then second period?
Second period, I had my social studies teacher, Mr. Knowles, and before we left for spring break, for spring break, we were learning about the Constitution and then the amendments. And then for third period, I had science with my teacher, Mr. Greenwood. We were learning about like the forces of gravity and like how we could calculate certain forces, how friction works and all that. Then for fourth period, I had my math teacher, Miss Syeda, which is my favorite period because I love math.
Oh, wow.
And before we left, we were learning about like set of systems.
Okay.
Where we would have like two inequalities equations. We would graph them, and then we would highlight over the space that would satisfy both equations.
Ah.
Then for fifth period, I would have my English teacher, Mrs. Hilbig, and we would write stuff. We started doing bell work, and then before we left, she told us we were going to start doing the Diary of Anne Frank, the play.
Oh, wow.
Which we're doing right now for online learning, and we were so excited. But then once we had to do social distancing, it was kind of like.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. You have to have it modified.
Yeah.
But you're still learning.
Yes.
Okay.
And then for my sixth period, my last period of the day, I'd have my elective class, orchestra, with Mr. Brown, and we would practice songs, and I play the double bass. We would practice, and then I think the last day of school we rested, and he does something called like a candy rain where.
What is it called?
Candy rain.
Candy rain?
Yeah.
What is that?
He gives us like candy, sometimes throws it so we could like catch it. And
well, that's a cool teacher right there. I want to do, okay, I want him as a teacher.
And then we would just eat the candy, watch a movie.
Oh, I love the fact that you not only gave me, because every student that came on the show for Rialto Bridge gave me the name, the subject, and the name of the teacher, but they never broke it down on what they were learning last. That's a testament to the greatness of your teachers too, because you remembered what you learned, and that's important, the comprehension skills of it. Mrs. McMillon, talk to me about the social emotional impact of, a lot of people don't understand that yes, it is with teachers, it is with students, but as a principal, what's going on in your own home?
So this year's been somewhat difficult because I also have an 8th grader who should have been going through a promotion. I have a high school senior who should have been going through a full graduation.
Wow.
And a college senior who should have been graduating as well.
It
so
hit you all.
Yes. So we've done some modified drive-through award ceremonies, and we're just making the best of it. But at the same time, always also thinking that, what are my students doing during this time? They're not with me.
Well, it's interesting because you're a mom at that point, and you're trying to tell your kids the same thing that you're trying to tell the students too, or the teachers, to motivate the students, and you're doing that at home as well.
Yes.
That is interesting. Now, I need to talk about this because this is going to be exciting, and they can flash that on the screen as too. Rialto Middle School this year. California Department of Education has you listed, Rialto Middle School, home of the Tigers, as a green ribbon school, silver level.
Yes.
What does that mean?
So we have now taken, I want to just kind of go back just a little bit. And so during the 18-19 school year, we spent a lot of time working on the instructional piece for the classroom. How are we spending our time with our students during the instructional day? And so when the test scores came out, we noticed that we saw gains in areas that we hadn't seen in a while, from lower suspension rates to increased attendance to academic scores in both English and math. And so when this year came, it's like, well, we should really try for this green ribbon, looking at the green schools, and we should really try. And it's like, okay, let's think about it. And I'm fortunate that I have a phenomenal admin team, because it wasn't just a Robin McMillon idea. It was a team effort along with our science department. And so many people played an intricate role in this, where they had to come up with different parts of the actual application and then put it together. And so I really must say a huge thank you to my assistant principal, Ms. Joanna Cuellar, who put a lot of the document together. But just like I said, just having the science team come together And from that application, it basically created our STEMS Care Club. Now we have students who do recycling before school and after school, and that sense of care for our campus. And so every morning we make an announcement just reminding our students this is our campus and we have to take care of it. So now you don't see students just always leaving trash around. It's my campus. I have to take care of it too.
That ownership is strong.
That ownership, exactly.
Wow. And so you worked on this for over a year. You see the fruits of the labor, which is a huge deal with the Green Initiative and environmental friendly. You mentioned something about STEM and STEAM. Are you involved in it? Because you mentioned to me about math is your favorite subject. So I want to bounce back to you on that. Are you involved in any clubs with STEAM or STEM? Or
I'm involved with the STEM Cares Club.
Okay, and what is that?
It's after school club that we would like clean up the campus. We would pick up trash around. We'd also recycle certain, like if there's anything that we could recycle that was around the campus, that was like on the floor. It would be mostly on Thursdays after school or before school. We'd go around the school. Like certain days we'd do it in the quad, and then other days we'd go to like the PE field, and we'd like clean up trash that we find there.
And put them in, if it's compost, if it's recyclable, if it's, so you guys have the cans there labeled?
No, we just bring them up, but we would like separate them like as we pick them up.
So you're separating them.
Yeah.
So you're making that difference. So are you very environmentally conscious?
Yeah.
He's like, well, I have to be now, right? I mean, how does it make you feel when your school is recognized by the California Department of Education as a silver level state green school?
It feels nice knowing like that our school is being recognized for like being clean and like.
And it's a beautiful campus.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Yeah, like.
You feel good about it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I have to ask you this. So you're going from Rialto Middle to which high school?
Rialto High School.
Oh, wow. You're going to be a nice. Look at the way he just said that. Rialto High School. You just puffed up. I love it. And what do you want to major in college? Do you intend on going to college?
Yes, I intend to like major in like neuroscience.
Neuroscience.
I want to become a neurologist when I grow up.
Oh, wow. So we can call you Doctor. Dr. Abdelhadi.
Yes.
Yes, Dr. Abdelhadi. I'm going to remember that because I might need you one day and I want to make sure you give me the right shots. Right?
Yes.
Yes. Who's your mentors? Who do you look up to in your life, Omar?
My parents and a lot of my teachers, and of course Mrs. McMillon right here.
Right here. That's good. He's a politician too. What do you love about your principal?
She's super nice, super caring, and she's a really good leader.
Excellent. And do you have your parents watching at home?
Yes.
Okay, what's their names?
Cecilia Abdelhadi, and then my dad, Muawi Abdelhadi.
Okay, so do you have siblings?
Yes, my little brother, he's in 4th grade, going at Simpson.
Okay.
And
Simpson Elementary?
Yes.
Is that where you went?
Yes.
Okay.
And his name is Tariq Abdelhadi.
Okay, so one brother?
Yes.
And that's it?
Yes.
Do you guys fight?
Yeah.
Fight.
Sometimes at home.
You're supposed to help him through distance learning. How's his distance learning doing?
Good. He's doing all his assignments, not having too much trouble, but when he does need help, he usually goes to me because my mom's working at home too.
Oh, okay. So that's the wonderful thing about this pandemic, which there's nothing that you could say is so great about it, but with these challenges comes an opportunity. So do you kind of feel like the home life, you get to hang out with your brother a little bit more? Are you a little bit more relaxed about things?
Yeah, I'm more relaxed. I get to sleep in later.
Oh boy, that's the one thing you get to do, huh?
Yeah.
That's the one thing you love about the pandemic is that you get to sleep in later.
Yeah.
What's the thing you don't like about it?
Not being able to like to talk to people or be around people.
Yeah, and hopefully that'll change.
Yeah.
I want to leave the last question with you. Thank you for being here, Omar. I want to leave the last question with you, Principal McMillon. Obviously now you are an award-winning principal of Rialto Middle School in the Rialto Unified School District. Parent is watching, or students are watching, or the community members are watching. Why would I want to take my child to Rialto Middle School? Why would I want to enroll my child to Rialto Middle School? I'll let you have the last word on that.
Well, if you're a parent in Rialto Unified, you definitely want to have your student in a place where you feel like there's a family. And I say that from the first time you even walk on campus, you're going to see someone in the front of the school interacting with the students as they're getting outside their cars. You're going to see someone at the end of the day, maybe blocks away from the school, but just making sure students are making it home safe. You're going to see that person making home visits because every student matters. every day, all the time. And so there's been Saturdays where I'll just kind of pop up and it's like, Miss McMillon's at the door. Yes, because I need to make sure when you step on the campus on Monday, we're going to have a good day. And so I've had people say, you mean every period you walk outside? Every period, every day, and it makes a difference. And so students see me and they know, and it's like, did you get your homework done? Yeah, I got my homework done. How did she know I had homework? Because I was just in your class an hour ago, so I know you have homework. And so it's that piece of everything I want from my students at home, in my own home, I want it for the students in Rialto Middle. So if you're a parent, you want a place like that. You want a place where you know your student is valued and they count. And that's what I hope every parent takes away from Rialto Middle School.
Thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you.
And thank you so much, Dr. Omar Abdelhadi. We look forward to that. And you know what? I would love for you, because you have so much confidence, to end this show. You know, the show is RUSD Bridge. So if you want to look right at that camera and end the show for us, I'm going to just take it away, Omar.
This is Omar Abdelhadi, and thank you for watching Rialto USD Bridge.